Hey everyone, NW Berm here, and got another video for you, giving some armchair thoughts since I'm all laid up from my accident and can't ride. Reflecting back on, this was a video I was going to do anyway, Schwalbe Nobby Nick as a rear tire versus Schwalbe Tacky Chan as a rear tire. So I had the Nobby Nick on my bike for about a year. I had the Tacky Chan on my bike the last 2 months for about 5 rides. And I had a pretty good baseline for comparison, I think, because those 5 rides covered a lot of terrain. I did Big Fin Hill Park, I did Predator at Tiger Mountain, I did Side Hustle at Tiger Mountain, I did Reverence at Raging River, and I did CCDH at Raging River, all with the Tacky Chan on my rear. And I had the Nobby Nick on for almost all those same rides and more during the preceding year. Now, I tried to shoot this video a couple times already and kind of messed it up going too long. So I'm going to try to cut to the chase here. If you notice my face is all messed up, that's because of my mountain bike accident. I have multiple facial fractures. Check out the video that I posted just before this one if you want to learn more about that, what that's all about. Okay, so for both stints, for the stint where I had my Nobby Nick on the rear and for the stint where I had my Tacky Chan on the rear, I had the same bike and same front tire, a 2023 Rocky Mountain Instinct. It's their trail category bike with 150, 140 travel. And on the front, I had an ultra soft super gravity Magic Mary almost the whole time. Almost the whole time for with the Nobby Nick and definitely for the whole time with the Tacky Chan. The Nobby Nick is a pretty cool grippy tire that's also still fast rolling. It's an all conditions tire. I had it in dry conditions and in very wet conditions, muddy conditions, clay like packing up the tire conditions, and it performed about as well in all of them. It's a tire with reliable grip at a half lean or at a full lean. And as a rear tire, I think it's pretty great for trail and enduro riding around the Northwest, particularly in the I-90 corridor here outside of Seattle at places like Tiger Mountain and Raging River. If you have a Nobby Nick on your rear tire, I think you will enjoy the riding. I don't think you'll be out of your league anywhere, honestly. I think it works well in tight, twisty single track. I think it works well on flowy downhill like Poppin' Tops, for example. And when I did the trial run with the Tacky Chan, I found that it's pretty good for that kind of downhill flowy stuff like Poppin' Tops, where there's like man-made berms and corners have a radius you can follow. You kind of like can lean the bike into the side knobs and then just let it carry through the corner, and it grips great. It's very grippy in that scenario for cornering. Now for cornering on tight, twisty single track, it's a fail for me because you get these corners or these situations where you can only lean the bike partially over because otherwise you're leaning the handlebar, catching it on a tree or in the bank as you descend something steep and technical like in EBAD or some parts of Atlas at Tiger Mountain. And in that channel where there's no transition knobs on the Tacky Chan, you're gonna find that it's wallowy and loose and it's not hooking up or connecting and you're not trusting it as much. I definitely found that I didn't trust it as much, that it would lead to me kind of like letting off the brake more and just hoping I could like catch the side knobs in the next piece of trail or something like that. So and that's the kind of riding I like to do the most. So I would say that's where it failed. It also doesn't have as good of braking traction as the Nobby Nick, frankly. The center knobs on the Tacky Chan are kind of geared towards low rolling resistance, and they're like shorter, and I think it just doesn't brake as well. And also I noticed it slipping during climbs a lot too. Like I would be climbing and have to go up over a rock garden or root garden, and it would slip much more than my knobby Nick. My knobby Nick would pull traction in those instances. So I'm going back to the knobby Nick. It wins over the Tacky Chan. Tacky Chan probably wins for like a downhill racer, but not for me. So take that for what it's worth.